Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my first um, vlog video one episode one. Today's vlog will be about a question that I got yesterday. How do you deal with the stresses of starting and scaling a business? Well, this is a tricky one. It happens to everyone. You're not going to start a business and not go with the headaches. Well, let me just say this. Life is a roller coaster. You know, there's good days, there's bad days. You know, people are born, people die. You know, it's a roller coaster. Nothing in life is consistent. So the best advice I can say is when you start a business, it's not going to just, I like how people think when they see videos and they see successful people that it's this like uphill, you know, like success. You start a business, it's all going to be uphill. It's like, no, it's you start, you're in the gutter, and now what you're doing is fighting to get yourself out of that, out of the ground and really take it up. But even once you do get it up, it might go up and then it might go to the side and then it might go up again and it might go down again. It's nothing in life is consistent. So just remember that. So even if you're starting your business, even if you're spending a lot of marketing dollars, whatever the case may be, nothing in life is consistent. But if you never quit, however, if you never give up, you will always succeed. Because, like I said, nothing in life is consistent. Failure is not consistent. The only thing that will make you a failure is by quitting. Then you failed. But if you never quit, you never fail. No matter what mistakes you might have made, no matter nothing. So just don't ever quit. Make sure you continue to press forward and understand that there's going to be tough times. There's going to be times in the morning where you don't want to wake up and do anything, but you got to break through that cycle and take care of what you need to take care of, because one of my favorite basketball players, Kobe Bryant, he said it. On his last day of his retirement, said, I want people to understand that success is not the destination, it's the journey. So for all you people out there, thinking, oh, I want a big house and I want all this stuff, that's all great and dandy, and most of you will achieve it if you don't quit. Unfortunately, a lot of people quit, but that shouldn't be your motivation. Because that's all material things. You can have it, guess what, more than likely you'll lose it. So you never want to just make something materialistic keep your drive, because it will not. It'll be tough to keep that going. So how do you deal with the stress? For me, it's quite simple. For my wife, it's not as simple. When we were first starting out, it's very tough. You're spending a lot of money. You're dedicating your time, your energy, and things don't seem like they're going. In the beginning, they made all the effort, all the money, everything you're doing seems like you're doing it for nothing. So if you're in that position right now, don't worry. You're doing it all for a reason. It's going to happen for you, and just keep plugging along. So just keep doing what you're doing. Don't think that you're wasting your time or start giving up on your dreams, because nothing's really coming out of it. That's like that for everyone. But eventually you start getting some traction and it'll start taking off. So how I deal with the stress, there's no real stress for me. I know what I'm doing, and I just understand that this is the motion. I watch a lot of motivational. Every morning I wake up and I watch motivational videos. I inspire myself. I try to keep myself upbeat because it's so easy to be negative and allow life's negative aspects take a toll on you, but it's a lot harder to be positive. So I listen to Tony Robbins. I listen to a lot of different motivational speaker, Les Brown, Eric Thomas, a whole bunch of them. And I just feed off that positive energy, early in the morning. This sets the tone for my day. And yeah, and I go from there. And basically, a lot of the failures, a lot of our failures, like for example, when I started, well, that's not a good example, but a lot of my failures have been very, very easy. And I hate to call it easy because it's not, but it's not a tough pill to swallow for me. So for me, it's just like, oh, okay, so let's not do that again, But for my wife, it's not as easy. She stresses about it. She's like, oh my God, how can we make such a big mistake? Or how can we do this? And I don't worry about that stuff like that. We won't do that again. We learn from it, right? So I always joke around with my wife because I tell her, like, I feel like some big mistake is gonna come because I don't feel like we've made too many mistakes. And in reality, we have, and especially some big financial ones. But I don't take it so hard. I've never taken it so hard. So I've always felt like something bigger and bigger and bigger is going to come down the pike. But then things were better and getting better and getting better. And I'm just thinking, wow, the power of positive thinking, the power of motivation and inspiration and watching those videos. It's kind of like muscle. You go to the gym and you build on your muscles, you get a flat belly or whatever the case may be. And that's great, right? It builds your muscle, it gets bigger, so on and so forth. Well, that's the thing with motivation. It builds your confidence. It builds, belief. It builds the inside of you. So when you start failing, when you start making failing, when you have a failing experience, you understand that it's not failure. You're able to process it and say, okay, well, I won't do that again. It hurts. It sucks. But I won't do that again. And you can cope with it and move on. So, that the best way I can say you deal with your stress with a business is start the day off by watching motivational videos. In the long term, I've been doing this for about 10 years now. So in the long term, it'll build up enough thick skin where you're able to deal with the stresses of a business. And really, it gets to the point where there is no stresses. Trust me. It does get to that point. And you just roll with the punches. And that's what life is. It's just rolling with the punches. Tomorrow's never promised. You're rolling with the punches. I cannot be here tomorrow. Who knows? But I'm rolling with the punches, right? I'm not going to stress about it. I just live life. So I hope that helps, guys. Like and share my video. Subscribe to my channel. Comment any questions you may have so I can put it towards the next blog. Be happy to answer any of your questions. And reach out to me. We're on Facebook. The link is below. So yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to speak to you guys in the next episode. Peace.